I'm interested in Jerry. What did he say?
Okay, so as we saw towards the end of the show yesterday, he floated. We've made a trade. He's asked about it by Stephen A. Smith. He's on Sirius XM, but he can't say what the trade is. And he talked for 15 minutes after the game last night and basically said nothing. But this is why he says he can't tell you more.
No, I just don't want another team. If I'm interested in completing it, I don't want another team to step in and get him. I've had that happen several times, and it happens. That's what's going on out here. And
I'm not saying it can't happen.
Is he alleging there was like a bidding war for Logan?
Right. In the dead of night, Logan Wilson for a 7th.
And somehow the Cowboys won that with a 7th-round pick?
Yeah. No, it sounds
like he was bidding against a release.
Right. Against the wire. Yeah, he makes it sound like they did a Louvre heist to pull this off. And they keep hammering him at it, and he's like, I wish I could tell you, but if I did, someone might pull Logan Wilson right from underneath our nose. Shout out Pat Doney from NBC for this. I'm not even being passive aggressive. I like this bit. Reporter who listens a little bit to the broadcast, especially when it's Troy or I would say Brady, and you can do hey, did you hear what such and such said?
Troy Aikman said that maybe you should consider not making a trade now based on what you saw tonight. Does this change your opinion at all?
Again.
So not really.
When you throw out Troy, though, it means something.
I know, right? It's like your boy, hey.
That jars Jerry a little bit. Wait.
Blake said you're pussy.
Troy said that? Yeah.
Troy Aikman said that maybe you should consider not making a trade now based on what you saw tonight. Does this change your opinion at all?
Again.
Okay, so now we're going to get into the really confusing stuff here, because he said they'd made a trade, but then the trade hasn't gone through. So anyway,
I'm going to repeat it again.
Okay.
There is no trade. You can make as many trades as you want to between now and deadline tomorrow. Because we played tonight rather than Sunday, then I was able to the day before to say we'll see what happens the day of the day. We had the ability to look at this game. You asked me if it affects the trades. I don't really think so.
I don't really think that's just ramble.
That's a lot of ramble, but I do believe that whatever happens in the game shouldn't affect the trade.
Right.
You should be able to evaluate your team. The problem is they are not able to evaluate their team. If they were, they would have had a different offseason. They would have had a different mindset on the Micah thing.
Man, and let's just keep going, right? These picks are not free. The Trey Lance, I'm not trying to do just let's focus on all the bad ones, but Mingo, Trey Lance, these are real picks that get sent to other teams. And those teams sometimes...
Right, a 4th-round pick that could have had you Baker Mayfield.
Or, that's a crazy high-end way to put it, but there's plenty of guys. Yeah, there's ways to flesh out your roster. Mingo's inactive. You're going to miss in the draft, but missing in the draft compounded by the owner's board, so let's go trade for Trey Lance because he runs fast. It just compounds.
And he's heard of him. He was a 1st-round pick.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan liked him. More confusion.
Why would you say that you had a trade done earlier today?
Did you hear that?
Why did you say you had a trade done?
Yeah, just point blank. Why? If you're saying now there's no trade.
Yeah. Why would you say that you had a trade done earlier today?
Because everybody knows it's subject to tomorrow. You can't have a trade done if you haven't gotten it done. Okay? So we'll see what goes tomorrow. I told you, and I didn't say. I said we were going to have a trade that'll be consummated tomorrow.
Okay, I didn't hear Stephen A. and him, but from all the reporting was he did say they have a trade done.
Right, but
I'm not. But
he's trying to in the parentheses say, but it can't actually be done until. Okay, so we've been leading up to this.
It could have been done at any. It just can't be done after the trade deadline. You can actually announce a trade anytime before a trade deadline.
And Jerry, we know that, so you don't have to even clear that part up.
But like you said, why would you announce it now to let?
What's the payoff?
The linebacker group that's going out to play tonight.
Right.
They already, probably all the defensive linemen and linebackers are thinking, is it me?
Yeah.
That's not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, and with each penalty or injury.
And, in fact, I'm wondering who it is they're going to release here. Can you release Sanborn while he's hurt?
Not if he's on IR. Maybe Kenneth Murray.
Boy, from every snap to released, I could see it. So, I'm not exactly sure what's happening over at the morning news, but Evan Grant was there to cover the Cowboys
So
last
weird.
night. So, but Evan's a great reporter, and he's going to go right at Jerry. And I don't know. This is always an interesting dynamic when you get the parachute reporter. Carlisle used to love this.
And in answer to your question, no, there is no trade right now. We wouldn't have to make anything happen tomorrow. I want to be real clear about that.
All right, let me tell you, he's not about to be real clear. This is going to get even more confusing than the last one we heard.
Okay?
Okay.
But there is one that I can do. Without question, there is one I can do. There is not one, but there is one that I can do. And I'm leaning toward doing it.
Okay.
What's the magnitude?
Yeah, again, now, I don't know.
So, of course, you open yourself up to what's the what kind of trade we talking here, right? What's the magnitude?
I wouldn't want to get into. I wouldn't want to get into it. Just the nature of everybody involved in the trade. But anything is significant if it's somebody that's going to be active in the games, on the field, that type of thing. So I don't want to diminish the trade, but we certainly, for what a player was going to bring to the table, for whatever happened tonight, we need that player to bring that to the table, no matter what happened tonight.
Kind of makes sense in the end there.
Yeah.
He's getting to the point.
But does it make sense? And more than likely it does for the one that we can do. And I know I'm talking in circles, but I'm talking in circles because I'm in a highly competitive situation. It doesn't end competition-wise until tomorrow at 3. So I could lose the trade.
All right, here we go. So now Evan has a question, but it's already been talked over. We're behind the chains.
At 3. So I could lose the trade.
There's no scenario in which you would consider being more of a sell mode, is there?
Whew. Not a lot of the Cowboy reporters are asking that. They are thinking it.
It's the same. Hold on. It's the same thing, though. If Evan Grant is talking Rangers with Rangers people, he's tossing softballs.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone else, it takes Kalashaw to come in to ask a real question.
Oh, yeah. Or like
because
Brett
Evan Grant has
Brett
to deal
Shipp
with
getting
him
involved in sports
day to day. So, but Evan Grant can swoop into the Cowboys beat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Being more of a sell mode, is there? Than adding.
No.
Okay, we're gonna play it out here, but the video's pretty. It's pretty clear. He's just staring at him, giving him the "you son of a bitch." Now, Jerry actually closes this out with a pretty good line.
In more of a sell mode, is there? Than adding.
No. No. Not at all. I like our nuts and bolts a lot.
Jerry, you talk about
Don't like what's happening to the nuts and bolts, but I like it a lot.
Jerry, you talk about the competition for a trade. And, other teams still keep.
I thought that was good. Oh, that was a pretty good line there. It's a bunch of nonsense, but this is the drama we live.